Hi everyone, we have new replay commentary 3 versus 3, 31k rule set. We have Mo from Titan's clan, who is playing as Greek cities, and he has one slinger and 2, 4, 7 Christian archers. I play with Macedon. I have 5 companion cavalry, and I should be having 15 royal pikemen, I guess. 6, 10, 4, yeah, 15 royal pikemen. We have Sparky, another Titans member, who is also playing with Macedon, and he has 2 Christians and 5 companion cavalry, with which he's flanking, positioning his cav and archers on our right flank. And then he has 13 royal pikemen. Gold mainly should be 8 upgrades. I think 3 of them with 6 upgrades. By the way, I forgot to tell how many Spartans Mo got. I think he has 12 Spartans, right? Yeah, he has 12 Spartans. Gold. On the other team, we have Cleo, who is playing as Carthage, and he has 20 Sacred Band infantry, I think. And the next team, now they are switching their positions. It's kind of fucked up. I cannot see. Let them reposition. By the way, Sparky's in the hunt, and he catches one. Oops. Yeah, the companion cavalry got routed. But he already caught this one. Shame. But this guy will return. Whatever. So we had Cleo with 20 Sacred Band infantry. We have Luke from HOS clan, who is playing as Seleucid Empire, and he got 2 regular archers, 6 cataphracts. I guess only gold. They should be having only 6 upgrades. And then 12 Silver Shield Pikemen. We have Dio, who is playing as Roman Julii. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should be 5 auxiliary archers and 15 urban cohorts. Anyways, we caught another archer unit of the enemy from Dio. The plan was we win the archer war and not go for the aggressive engagement. After winning the archer war, to spend our ammo on Seleucid, because they get huge frontal damage from the archers. So as you see, both me and Sparky, we use our cavalry aggressively to push the archers. I mean, sometimes it's not always the case is to catch the archers, but also to make them kind of move while you are still shooting. It gives you the edge, even if a little bit, but it does. Dio got 1 cavalry. Let me count. He has 2, 5, 8, 12, 14. Yeah, I think he has taken 5 auxiliary archers, 14 urban cohorts. No, 13 urban cohort and 1 legionary first cohort, and then 1 Praetorian cav. Now No, they are not going to do it. So their factions can actually face any of ours, but it is best if they avoid the engagement of Rome with Greek cities, Spartans, rather than have Carthage push against Greek cities. And the Seleucid pikemen can still hold against the royal pikemen, while the Roman infantry will beat them. And when if we have, how do you call it, 20 Spartans against 12, 20 sacred bands against 12 Spartans, then Spartans pretty much got no chance. So we don't want to have this engagement, honestly. What we want to have more pushes against Clio, and then we could hold against, more pushes against Dio, and we could hold against Diomidis, Clio, sorry, I'm just mixing the names up. But it seems Sparky is going to accept the fight. It is also a good move, like, considering he is isolated, he could accept the fight, keep them busy. We could block the movement of the other allies of our enemy, and more just use his infantry, even if not all of them, but some of them, to push against disengaged Roman infantry. So Spark seems to have successfully managed to do what he planned to do, because as you can see, his 3 royal pikemen were being engaged by 6 urban cohorts initially. Now Dio just manually pillared them, then forgot that he actually pillared, and these units, after throwing the pillar, just charged against the pikemen. So then he moved them back, but we can see this happening again now. As we told, we eventually won the arch war, and then we use our archers to shoot down the Seleucid pikemen. So that was the reason why Luke went into loose formation with his infantry. Things seems to be okay here. So Mo doesn't want to go for the engagement. Also, it is a good move in terms of until these pikes are dead or whatever, they're heavily depleted, the urban cohorts will be very, very tired. So after having the urban cohorts that tired, if more pushes against them, it will be relatively very easy for the Spartans to kill urban cohorts. What is happening here? Okay, our opponents are pushing against Sparky's archers. They will catch them. They will also actually cataphracts are not really that effective against this kind of push. When they do it, they usually get quite tired. But yeah, he managed to catch one. Probably they will catch this one. I don't know, I don't remember. But a good move from Mo. Mo sees that there's not much cavalry left here. So he takes the chance and repositions his archer in a good position and shoots down the enemy. I'm not sure who he's shooting exactly, but probably he's shooting the Seleucid or some Roman units that he can shoot from behind. Meanwhile, I used 2 of my cavalry units to kill the enemy archers that are unprotected. Also, I pushed Carthage from the flank, made him to go for the engagement. Again, we want them to tire down. While you see we already engaged, with the two strongest factions on the enemy team, while our strongest faction in terms of the infantry is still doing nothing pretty much. So even if these infantry would be beating my infantry, or the Dio's infantry would be beating Sparky's infantry, they will get too tired for the Spartans. They won't be able to hold. So my plan is not to go to aggressive fight, but to use my infantry in a way that I would hold against the push as much as I could, as long as I could, so that they would get tired. As you see, they're already winded, while my infantry are still fresh, while Spartans are warmed up. And also the positioning gives us quite an edge. Usually it's pretty risky to get so much isolated because you can get rushed. But another thing is, I think it's harder for pikes to get rushed if the pike player knows how to use them to defend. I used my cavalry to do something here, I don't know what, but basically it did nothing. So Dio is pilling the another units of Sparky that is approaching from our far right flank, and Mo is pushing against these guys, these sacred bands, and probably Silver Shield pikemen. Luke is using his cataphracts to chase down the exposed archers of Mo, but it's okay, I guess. They will get too tired for them to be used later. They are mainly very powerful against spear units, but if they get too tired, they are not that effective. So Luke didn't go for this chase that long. Instead, he returned his cataphracts back, which is, I would say, a good move. Also, Luke, it's not only about our pikes, but also these Roman infantry, which is quite vulnerable to the cavalry push. So we have 8 cavalry units here. We have almost most of the urban cohorts are being engaged, so which makes it pretty much dangerous. If we push them in cavalry advantage against this Roman infantry, then we can actually win in this part of the battle pretty easy. And as I already mentioned, Cleo had 20 sacred bands, so he has enough sacred bands to fight against me, to even destroy my army, also to fight against Spartans. So there are a couple of sacred band units, 5 of them, pushing against Spartans with the help of Silver Shield pikemen. I think Spartans can win on this position, but the main danger is these cataphracts. If the charge of these cataphracts work against the Spartans, then it can be pretty dangerous. The Carthage general just died. There are 3 cataphracts charging from the back of Mo, and eventually they kill Greek general. I used my 2 companions to charge against these engaged cataphracts, but it did not work that well. Sparky is going for a charge against 3 other cataphracts. I have to be fast to help him here, but his charge was good. He made a good charge, the first one. I go for another charge on this cataphracts with 3 other companion cavalry. Sparky moves, spreads out his 3 companions, and these katas will be dead. Okay, so we don't have much sacred bands left, and the ones that are left, they are very tired. The danger is still here. We didn't do much against Roman infantry so far, and it seems the combo of sacred bands and the silver shield pikemen, they won against our Spartan ally more. And we still have some ammo left, but yeah, mainly we don't have much of an ammo. So there are very few amount of infantry still having the clash right here, and I guess I go for a charge on these units, but this fucking sacred band unit was still there for no reason. And Sparky now is being rushed by Luke's infantry and Roman infantry. Okay, he's been outnumbered here, but if we win right here and then use our infantry to hit against these guys, because they had to be aggressive, they had to use their infantry, so which would make them not have enough infantry in reserve to cover their back. So I moved one of my infantry here to push from the back of this engaged unit, and it didn't make any rout, but on the long run it will probably make a difference. So I try to bring back the infantries as much as I can, and Sparky and me using our cavalries to charge against Roman infantry. And these Roman infantry are quite vulnerable to the cavalry charge, as they are very tired. And here comes another Roman cavalry, which if hits this cavalry will make them rout, probably. Yeah. And there is nothing much here. But these archers, they could be quite effective in this clash right here. Seleucid general just got routed. Roman general is already dead. Yeah. And nothing much left here. A good defensive play by Sparky. He did pretty well how he held it against Roman infantry. And a good cavalry use. His charge on the 3 cataphracts was quite necessary and made quite a big difference, because they didn't have much cav, and in the cav disadvantage it would be much easier for us to play and to bring this game into this stage, I would say. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and good game to everyone on this battle, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Bye.